Hi, this is my risk register. The project is for a IT department at a company, moving all the computer stuff to a new office. So my first risk is that we don't have enough people working. There's only 3 people on our team, and this is if one of them gets sick or something, they can't come into work. So for this, I figure the impact is high, but the probability is low, and the warning signs are just if a sickness is going around or if someone has a family emergency like a relative dies or they probably have to go to a funeral or something, we know. And then so the effect is we won't have enough people. I'm choosing to accept this risk because I figure the chance of it is so low that it's not worth hiring like a extra person to help or something. So the response or the whatever we'll do is just work overtime. Then the next risk is the water's not on at the new building. Both risk 102 and 103 are kind of similar, where it's just something going wrong at the new building. I don't know if these are really something that'll happen in real life, but I know in our area we kind of have had issues with some family members who move have issues with some of this stuff, so I figure it might be a risk we'll face with the business. So I figured it's an external risk since it's not really in our control to stop it, but I figure the impact for the water is low and the probability is low, so that's pretty low priority. And because I figure we'll just get porta potties and stuff to be able to work there if we need it. It won't be anything that stops work. So the signs are just if the plumbers are behind, or I don't know if we need any inspection, if that's running late or something. So we're mitigating it by doing the porta potties, and then we'll find a supplier for that. And then the electricity not on is a bit bigger deal. That might be enough to stop business. So this one has a higher impact. It's still medium though, because I think we can deal with it. And then the causes are just the power's not on. And the signs are the electrician's running behind schedule, or the inspection isn't going on time or something. So we're mitigating this by using generators at the new office if the power's not on. Then for risk 104, this is when we're ordering the new networking equipment. If our order comes in late or something where we can't stay on schedule, that's going to be a high impact because we need to move on time. The probability I figure is medium. It seems like there's always stuff going on with like supply of different computer parts. So we'll just watch to make sure like stores are having networking equipment, so we can probably expect that they'll have it when we need it. We're mitigating this by finding another supplier as a backup. Figure, I don't know, we'd probably just go with somewhere that has the best prices, but if they can't fulfill our order on time, we'll just cancel our order and then go with somewhere that's maybe a little more but that we know is reliable. So that'll be as our last resort. Hopefully it won't happen. Then risk 105 is too much normal work. This is kind of the same thing or a similar thing to like risk 101. It's just kind of the other way where there's too much work for the amount of people we have. And this will be a high impact but a low probability too. And the warning signs could just be, I don't know, we find a breach on our network or something that we got to deal with that takes priority over the project. So the effect could be just not enough time to work on the project. But we're accepting this risk because I figure it's not something that's worth hiring someone to deal with up front. So just if it happens, if we really need to, we can find a temporary person to work for us, but otherwise we'll just work overtime for this too. Then my last risk is the opportunity, and this is that we can reuse our old equipment, and which I figure the impact of this is low because we're kind of expecting already to have to upgrade everything, but the probability for at least some of it being reusable I figure is medium, maybe even high, but probably medium. And so just if we find out that our equipment still kind of meets the current standards, and if when we're trying to plan it out with our vendors and stuff, if they think that it'll work too. I don't know, they're probably not the best ones to ask about if we can keep using our old stuff though, but I figure we'll ask. And then the effect would be it saves money on equipment, and then also maybe if we wouldn't have to wait for orders to come in and stuff like that. So we want to maximize this and try to use as much of it as possible, but the equipment's not that old, so I imagine some of it'll work fine. And then for activity, just kind of do our network plans with the old equipment in mind. So anyway, here's my risk register.